What is happening, guys? How are y'all doing today? So today we're going to be taking a look at the all new Hugging Face Diffusers package, something which actually just popped up on my LinkedIn account, and I was like, what? We actually got to go check this out. So that's exactly what we are going to be doing in this brief live stream. This one, I promise, is actually going to be short today. I know we've been getting a little bit crazy and not necessarily doing a 5-minute or 5-line of code live streams, but we're going to be running through this. How are y'all doing today, guys? How you doing, Leonard? How you doing? Prabhudesh, Haran, how you doing? Osman? What's happening, guys? Welcome to the stream. So we're just going to be doing it pretty chill today. Also, I need feedback. So the last couple of days we've been doing, these two lights are on. The last couple of days we've obviously been doing a lot more coding and whatnot. And what we actually noticed is that the box, when we were live streaming, was covering the code. So I've gone and tried to fix it. Let me know what you think of this. So what it's going to look like now, hopefully, is this. So rather than having the box around me, which sort of took up a lot of real estate, and the chat right above it, I've sort of like green screened myself out. So ideally, we've got a little bit more real estate when it comes to actually writing our code and whatnot from over this section. So I don't know, if you think it's better, let me know. I think it's personally going to give us a little bit more real estate when it comes to writing some code, particularly because like right up there is more often than not going to be where we've just got like our crosses and whatnot. So it's really not that bad. Okay, diffusers. So let's actually go and take a look. I know, man. I tried. Give it to me in syllables, and I tried. I really tried. I was like, I want to make an effort to say hi to everyone. I love you, man. All right, diffusers. Alrighty, neural hacks, how you doing? Okay, so if you actually go, where did I find it? I set this up on my local machine, and then I tested it out with OBS running, and it took up all the VRAM. So I don't know, maybe we're gonna have to get a slightly bigger Prabhu. Okay, I can do Prabhu. All right. Yeah, so I took up all of my VRAM, and I was like, well, this is not going to work. We are going to need. Hence I'm going to try to do it on github.com for GitHub Hugging Face. Hence I'm going to try to do it on Colab. But this is really, really new. I don't think this has actually been out for that long. So yeah, like 29 days ago is, I don't know when they actually made it public, but it's now public. So the cool thing about this is that you can do text to image like projects, which is, obviously, I've been getting like super hyped up about doing DALL-E type stuff and working with DALL-E, but I thought that this is actually pretty awesome. We're peaking a little bit on the microphone. I'm going to turn that down. Yeah, so let's give it a crack. So we are literally going to run through this. So I think we need to pip install transformers and diffusers. Is that it? Pip install diffusers transformers. Try that. S8 do, how you doing? Fustigate, how you doing? Bayu Suarsa, how y'all doing? So the cool thing is that what this actually is, let me get the breakdown board out. Breakdown board. Let me unlock this, and I've turned this camera off, my bad. So what we're actually going to be doing, let me actually explain this before we jump right into it, is the beautiful thing about diffusers and a large majority of like the cool text to image models that you're seeing come out, and I've still got to learn about this architecture. Just full disclosure, I'm not up to this as I really want to be. But effectively, I can type in a prompt. So think of a prompt. And that prompt is literally just a bit of text. Yeah, so it might be Darth Vader, and we can actually pass this through to our diffuser model pipeline Let's call it diffusers. And that will actually generate an image. Now, the architecture behind the diffuser is actually super hardcore. Oh, why am I drawing a picture of a mountain? That's my default. What are we drawing? Darth Vader. Oh gosh, this one could turn out interesting. What does he have? Like red eyes? This is my Darth Vader, guys. Drawing with Nick. This is what the new channel is going to become. That's about as good as my Darth Vader's going to get. But that's the whole idea, right? So we can pass through a prompt over here, and what we're going to get out is... Wow, I ruined that image. What we're going to get out is our image out of that. So that's the beauty of this model. And it's all what's called deep learning powered and absolutely amazing in terms of what it can do. So it can actually do quite a fair bit. Okay, so back to actually writing some code. Let me get my keyboard back because I threw it over there. To do the breakdown board. So what we're going to do is we're actually just going to run through the base tutorial. So if we actually go and run !pip install transformers and then diffusers, we're effectively just going to copy this down because I just want to test it out and show you guys, give you guys a bit of a preview. So from diffusers, import diffusion pipeline, and then we're actually going to grab this model. And who knows, maybe we'll try to do some custom tuning or fine tuning afterwards. Load the model ID. We can effectively grab all of this. I don't want that last bit though. So when I tested it out, I didn't want that last bit. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to import matplotlib as well. So from matplotlib import pyplot as plt, and then we're just going to ensure that we can do matplotlib inline. Matplotlib inline. And so when we actually go and generate these models, so what we're effectively doing is we're taking this model ID, which I believe is one of the text to image diffusion models. We're then passing that through to our diffusion pipeline. And this, if you've done much work with Hugging Face transformers before, you know that the architecture and style is the way that you actually go and run these models is similar to the transformer pipeline. So again, a lot of cutting edge stuff. So we're going to be loading in our model. So that model is going to be stored in a variable called LDM. So LDM equals diffusion pipeline. And then we're going to chain on the from pre-trained method, which is going to take in our model ID from up here. So if we run that, this I think takes a while to download. So it was downloading those two big models that it actually had to download when I was testing this out. Innocent, how do you contact me on here, man? Let me know what you want to know. Wow, this is way fast. So I managed to speed up my net. This is downloading at like 54 megabytes per second. Is that megabytes? Megabits? I don't know what that representation is. But anyway, mine was like 20. Water quality assessment. Interesting. Like that you guys liked my Darth Vader as well. What do you think about the live stream? So like green screening it out. You like it? Let me know. I'm crossing my fingers. Hopefully it's a bit of an improvement over the box that was covering up half the screen previously. All right, so we're going to wait for this to download, and then we should actually be able to do some text to image magic. So this is going to download now. I think this is the last big one. Yeah, water quality assessment will be really interesting. Demon X save. Joe F. So I know this is not related to the stream that much, but one area of AI ML DL I know very little about is graph neural nets. Me too. I know some of my clients are using them, but to be honest, I haven't had enough queries about it to warrant going in to dig into it. I do know that they are particularly powerful though. I've heard about them. I just haven't really gone into it. Yep, perfect. All right, so LinkedIn, I'd never checked LinkedIn. It's like I go on there and I just write funny comments occasionally, but typically the best way to reach me is on live streams or through comments on community posts. I check those quite a fair bit. But because, Osmond, if you want to message me on LinkedIn, go for it. I'll go and double check it later on. All right, we're almost downloaded. How's this looking? We cannot be, I don't think we're far away there, but you can obviously tell that when you're using diffusers, loading a ton of stuff and downloading a ton of stuff. Oh crap, I hope I haven't said, oh no, I haven't used the GPU. All right, we'll see how long inference takes. I'm hoping this doesn't blow up. Ooh, Nelly. Is this still downloading? How much longer we got here? So remember, like in my little diagram, basically we can pass through a prompt and then that is going to generate our image. Okay, so it doesn't look like we've got any issues yet, but does this mean it's going to take a ton of time to actually run inference? So let's try this. So this prompt here is what you can actually go and replace. And through that, you'll actually get a different, or you'll get images generated. So over here, you can see it's saying a painting of a squirrel eating a burger. So we could actually change this and do our one, right? We could actually say Darth Vader. And this prompt is going to be passed into our LDM pipeline, which is, so this is what we instantiated. The prompt is going here, and then we've got a number of parameters that we can pass through. So the number of inference steps, the ETA, estimated time of arrival. Again, first time I'm seeing this, haven't dug into it. Guidance scale, so presumably how big of an image we generate, and then we're extracting the sample. So if we go and run that, let's see if it runs or whether or not we're going to have to do that again with the GPU. So this took like, it didn't take that long when I was actually generating off my local machine, but this is taking, it's going to take 7 minutes. Oh no, I'm not going to wait 7 minutes. Let's go change the runtime. GPU, save. Run this again. What's happened now? Import it. We've got to go and install it again. My bad. All right, while that's going and re-downloading, I'm going to answer a bunch of questions. If you got questions, drop them now, guys. I'm going to answer them all. All right, let's go to questions because this is going to have to re-download now. So it's going to take, I don't know, at least a couple of minutes. Alrighty, what do we got over here? So let's just make sure we're not getting a double up in audio. Yeah, that happened last time. Okay. Yeah, guys, I'm super informal. Like, you can, whenever you need to reach out to me. Actually, the Discord is the best place to get in contact. So there's actually, we've got a moderator on there, PowerCube. You've probably seen him on a bunch of the live streams. So if you ever do want to get in touch, probably ping him and he knows how to get in touch with me if I haven't responded in a while. But how you doing, Srikanth? What's happening? Prabhu, paddle OCR for CUDA 11.2 shows error while installing. Maybe we'll do another OCR video. We'll do one like on the fly and maybe we'll like get a card or something and extract some text. Let me know if you want to see a live stream on that. Do you think Jupyter Notebooks would cultivate bad software engineering practice? How do you overcome that if it's somewhat true? So I treat Jupyter Notebooks as an exploratory process. When it comes to deploying and actually building software, I'm not doing it in Jupyter. So I think there just needs to be a clear-cut line as to what is being treated as an exploratory process and what is being treated as a developer environment. And then software is a completely different thing because you want to enforce good architecture. That's not to say that you can't have well-architected notebooks, like using documentation and markdown, ensuring that you've got comments, structuring your classes well, structuring your functions well. That's all still good practice, guys. So you can still perform good software engineering inside of your Jupyter notebooks. But yeah, I don't typically consider Jupyter notebooks as a software engineering platform. It's more for exploratory and analytics, prototyping, and then it's built for data science or analytical processing, scientific computing, and that type of thing. All right, what else we got? Learned a ton from your videos. Thanks, guys. Nah, I'm super appreciative of any of you guys attending these live streams. I love having all you guys here. Mohammed, what's going on, folks? We are working with the all-new Diffusers library, so we're getting crack on that. Have I had a look on adapters? Which adapters, Neural Hacks? Just curious. I have not. Love to see a video on ML Ops at some point. Definitely, I think I'm going to do it after I get through the next couple of deep learning videos. All right, we're going to come back to these questions because it's just gone and downloaded. Let's give this a crack. Okay, so we've gone and downloaded successfully, I think. Looks good. Now, if we go and try to run this prompt, see, way faster. Obviously, you're going to want a GPU for this. So that's gone and created an image. So if we now type in images, we've got an image. So we can actually type in plot.imshow and then pass through images 0 to get the first value. This is Darth Vader, right? Take a look at that. That's what our model has actually gone and generated. How awesome. So this is obviously completely open source. You can get started with this and give it a crack. So if you wanted to do like DALL-E type stuff, if you wanted to go and start messing around, passing through your own prompts. So let's say, for example, a yellow Ferrari driving through a mountain pass. Wow, that's really descriptive. And then if we go and render that image, what are we getting? Hold on, guys. That is what? That is nuts. So I'm guessing that's like a 458. There's your mountain pass. That is awesome. Oh, all right. What else we got? Give me some prompts, guys. I'm just double checking. I'm not getting pinged. What do we got? Some prompts. A yellow Ferrari. What else is happening? We're not going to do the B one again because that could go interesting. I don't know. What about Grey? Has anyone watched Grey Man on Netflix? Maybe Witcher as The Witcher as a Disney princess. God, I love the open source community. There you go. Hey, that's awesome. What else we got? Cat and dog playing chess. So let's quickly go through. So again, this is all from the documentation. So let me drop the link in the chat. So we can load in. So really, it's just a pip install transformers and diffusers, and then because I'm using matplotlib to render inside the notebook. So from diffusers, import diffusion pipeline. From matplotlib, import pyplot PLT. Specify the model ID. I think there's a bunch more. I'm guessing if you go to Hugging Face Model Hub, there'd be a bunch more, right? Diffusers. Where would we need to go? I haven't looked at this in so long. Reinforcement. We're gonna have to go and double check. Text to text generation. Maybe it's not on here. Anyway, I'll go find it later. But basically, we're loading a model ID. We then pass that model ID to the diffusion pipeline, and then we can prompt for whatever. So, and this prompt goes into that pipeline. There's a bunch of hyperparameters or parameters. I'm going to go dig into what those actually are. And then we're actually able to generate an image, which is what you see here. So what else do we have? Oh, wow, we've got a ton of prompts. Yeah, how cool is that Ferrari one? I was like, what? That is actually brilliant. All right, what else we got? Cat and dog playing chess. Let's give that a crack. And I mean, the nice thing is that you then don't need to go and wait to try to get DALL-E access. Mind you, DALL-E is still sick. There you go. You got a cat and dog playing chess. What happens if we prompt again? Do we get the same image or something slightly different? There you go. Getting something different. Kind of cool. Yeah, that Ferrari one is still blowing my mind. Spider-Man drinking beer at a bar. Spider-Man drinking beer at a bar. You can tell they've got like some stock images like in there and it's just like hacked together the beer, but it's still cool, right? Stealing. I don't know if it'll pick me up. Nicholas for not stealing Thor's. I'm not famous, guys. Hammer. This would be interesting. I wonder if it's got a photo of me in there. Well, yep. All right, that's me. Let's pick someone that I actually would know. Deadpool. Well, we've got Deadpool. I don't know about Thor. We need Thor in like caps. Okay, well, it's not picking up Thor's hammer. Jimmy Neutron in The Sopranos. I love it. Man, I binge watched The Sopranos one semester during university. In The Sopranos. 2007 style. There you go. That's Jimmy Neutron as Big Papa Soprano. Yeah, it's basically a meme generator. I mean, this is what we're getting out of this. I told one of my bosses the other day, I'm like, oh, you can generate images. Like, what's the practicality in that? Like memes. It went well. Cat riding a horse. It's a weird cat, but it's definitely riding a computer programming a computer. Let's try that one. Computer programming a computer. It's gone and generated a book cover. All right, let's pass through Mjolnir. No, but maybe it doesn't know much about Thor's hammer. Hopefully it's excluded some explicit results. There you go. That looks like a magic card, doesn't it? Post. Anyway, cool. We've taken a look at a little bit of diffusers. I figured, again, as per usual, like, I don't know if you guys want me to share this notebook, but I'll download, all the docos, like, right here. You can literally just run through this. There's no point sharing that notebook. But yeah, cool. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one. Just wanted to do a quick one. Give us an opportunity to take a look at some new stuff. And it's always fun getting you guys to send me prompts and give me ideas. Alrighty, cool. So we're going to call it a day because your boy's going to run off and go and eat some dinner. But hopefully you've enjoyed this. But yeah, this has actually been absolutely amazing. There were a bunch of questions that I did miss and I do want to answer. Try Colonel Sanders eats a Big Mac in Burger King. I do want to try that one. Hold on. No, we're going to try that one. All right, hold on. Last one, I swear. But I want to try that. Colonel Sanders eating a Big Mac in Burger King. Hey, that's him, guys. That's that. I'll give that one mad props. That one's sick. Anyway, I give you Colonel Sanders eating a Big Mac in Burger King. Alrighty, cool. Christoph, I had an interview a few days ago and they'd heard about me. What? Damn, okay, cool. As a good practice for a software engineer, when you do a PSC in Jupyter, translate it into PyCharm and make it modular. Highly recommend. Like, you can always download this code and you can download it as a Python. I'm not sharing it right now, but hold on really quick. You can download code as a Python script, so you can still go and do that refactoring and convert it into good structured code. Hi, what is a good pet project right now? Does it have to be a unique project? It should be a project made with OOP, a web server. Conventionally speaking, it should be. I'd be looking at like making like a React native app, doing something like computer vision or image generation, or even like doing like dynamic filters, maybe like background removal. There's a bunch of stuff you can do. This is me replying to Rutherfordium. Off-topic question: what mic do I use? This is an and what is it? A Shure SM7B. Hopefully it sounds good. I wanted to get this looking pretty good. One day we'll be able to generate Nicholas driving a Ferrari. One day. Crossing my fingers, guys. Crossing my fingers, Leonard. Yeah, it was super high quality, right? It's kind of nuts how good that is. Anyway, hope you guys really enjoyed this. Thanks so much, Osman, for tuning in. Thanks so much, Leonard, for tuning in. DCEU, Pokemon Fight. Okay, cool. I'll check it out. All right, Neural Hacks, I will go and check that out. Mohammed, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, the burger actually looks fire. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Just seeing a little bit of a snippet of Diffusers. Go and try it out. Let me know what you think and share some images that you're able to generate. I'll catch you later, guys. Have fun coding. As always, peace, be good, have fun.